So the alleged abduction was done by the police clearly. However, now that the residents of Gboko are raising alarm, demanding for the whereabouts of their chairman, let's even say that the speaker is right on his narration that the council chairman of Gboko threatened him, threatened to assassinate him, and then security intelligence gathered, provided that information and all of that. First and foremost, this man was sworn in just about a week, thereabouts ago, amongst the other caretaker chairmen. Is it that this was before the swearing in of the caretaker chairman, or is this after? Either way, is there no better way for the police to have communicated what could be the issues other than leaving it for people to begin to speculate? So it's not looking like it is a war between the speaker, the governor, and the caretaker chairman he just swore into office. He's meant to be there to provide leadership for the local council. So he's been taken off on an alleged accusation of, or he's been allegedly abducted by the police on an alleged accusation of as attempted assassination or attempt to assassinate the speaker. I'd like to bring you in here, Dr. Pabon, to give your take on this.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome, Nigerians. I want to quickly say that when issues like this are raised, you see, most times there are approaches we take, methods we take that sometimes gives the public kind of giving them some kind of speculation that something is really seriously happening. And if there had been any allegation against the chairman as to attempted assassination of the speaker, I do hope that that would have been done even when he was arrested from the hotel room. I don't think there was any information from the police that this is not kidnapping or whatever, because people feel it's kidnapping. Because nowadays...
Yeah, they said there were people in police uniform.
Police uniform, yes. Because nowadays, people even wear police uniform to go and kidnap. It happened here in Port Harcourt just the other weekend. They wore police uniform and went to somewhere and kidnapped somebody. So the police should come out to tell the public, look, this is not a kidnap case, an arrest from the police, and we are legitimate policemen. So that people will be like, when they also tell others, they will say that, look, these men are not kidnappers, they are police officers. That notwithstanding, I want to say that even when he was arrested and taken to Abuja, from what we are gathering from the reports that the speaker has been invited to come over and all that, I think they need to look at it critically and resolve the issues concerned. Because even if the chairman had threatened or had made the attempt on the speaker, the thing would have been resolved. Call somebody. Look, at that very level, politically, the chairman of a council is not higher than the office of the speaker. You call the person, this is what I heard, this is, you will discuss at a round table and resolve the issues if actually the man made attempts to assassinate him. And you come out boldly to say, I did not. Intelligence report only shouldn't be something you work with. You know, there are ways to resolving issues before it gets to that extent of arresting him. So that people will not begin to people are panicked. The place is as if the place is not safe for them. Because from their own perspective, they are looking at it that it is the men of the underworld, so to speak, that came to adopt him.
All right. Sometime last year, a staff of workers of Atlantic Television Network was also allegedly abducted in this commando style kind of abduction. It was a Sunday. We were all seated. He was hosting his show, and then I think something happened, or someone was been calling him like, oh, they were looking for. Someone forgot a phone. A driver allegedly that someone forgot a phone in his car, and then my colleague's number was written behind. It's someone you also know, and then at some point, in between his shows and trying to figure out who could have written his number, and it was a bit weird. So he stepped out with the janitor to see, after he finished, to see who the driver is, just for out of curiosity. They saw them and literally brushed them off their feet in the main road, dragged them. They were just wearing this jacket, this protective jacket that the police uses. What do you call it?
Is it a camouflage?
not the camouflage, just the protective jacket.
Okay, yeah, the bulletproof.
The bulletproof, something like that. That's all they had on. So they brushed them off their feet, knocked them on the ground, dragged them, and dumped them into both of them into the vehicle. No question asked, no explanation made, with guns and all of that. So everybody on the streets, so who saw that, said they've been kidnapped. I didn't know what was going on. By the time some of my colleagues came, like, we're looking for so person, and I'm like, but he should be around. He would just like that, and he was boom. I came out, and they were saying, oh, I asked some of the people, business owners around there, and they were saying, we don't know if they are police people, but like people. Basically, he's been kidnapped. They've been kidnapped. That was what we were told.
Yeah.
A similar scene is playing out again in Benue State, and every time this happens, Nigerians are always asking the Nigerian police force to do better. Presenting yourself as a kidnapper, for instance, all in the name of making an arrest, which you have a right to by law. You have a right to invite someone. You have a right to tell the person why you're taking the person off, or at least inform people around why you're taking the person off. Are we supposed to be educating the Nigerian police force on their own modes of operation in 2024?
When we look at the case, the subheading was abduction, alleged abduction.
Yes.
And you see, in Nigeria, there are various different ways of disappearance of humans in Nigeria. And when it happens, those who are remaining will begin to assume and allege one thing or the other. But you could remember that earlier off camera, I've told you that the system is not working right.
Yeah.
So things are not going well in Nigeria, and everybody should understand this. This is a country. We are not completely out of the system, out of the global system. We know the way things happen in other countries. But when it comes to our own, we seem to, create a scene that is unimaginable. When discussed outside, you begin to wonder, does things happen like this in a country where there is a president, there is a legislatures, there is a judiciary, and yet how can police, an institution of the government, come to arrest someone? Yes, if anybody is alleged to have planned any evil, yes, there is need to nip crime at the bud. Yes, just like in this case, where the speaker is alleging that there was intelligence that the local government caretaker committee chairman was planning to assassinate him or whatsoever. Yes, if intelligence like that is raised, I think what is expected of the government institution is to invite the chairman. Chairman is a public servant. He's man of the people. He's not hiding anywhere. You know everything about him. He has been profiled before giving that office. So you invite him to your place. When he comes, you question him, interrogate him. If he's found culpable, then let him face the dance. But if he's free, let him go free. But look at this commando style in which the Nigerian police arrest people. It is condemned. Anywhere, anytime, it is condemned. They should stop it. Nigeria is not a ghetto outside the world, a global system. Nigeria is a country and should behave like other people in the world, because most of our leaders, even some of the leaders, leadership of the Nigerian police, they still travel abroad. They watch the way their colleagues out there behave. But when they come to Nigeria, they do something something sinister, something we cannot understand. So you can imagine now the people alleging that their chairman had been kidnapped or abducted by unknown people. Now, police, you are arresting somebody. Why can't you tell either his relatives or his subordinates or anybody around, we are from so and so place. We are taking this person to so
the management of the hotel.
Yeah.
And the management of the hotel inform them.
We also told that you have a right to a phone call when you are arrested.
Yes.
They have a right to read your rights.
But in Nigeria, they don't allow us that.